workshop was designed for mid-level officials from Association of Southeast Asian Nations or ASEAN member states, the ASEAN Secretariat, and Timor-Leste, offering a comprehensive understanding of the law of the sea and its implications for regional cooperation. The objective of the workshop was to promote collaboration and strategic thinking, empowering ASEAN member states and Timor-Leste to tackle complex maritime issues and strengthen their role in regional and global partnerships. Participants delved into key maritime governance principles under UNCLOS and discussed the role of international organizations in fostering collaboration within the maritime domain. ASEAN's guiding principles on managing regional maritime cooperation were also central to the discussions. The workshop was co-organized by the DFA and the Max Planck Foundation for International Peace and the Rule of Law as part of its activities in celebration of Maritime and Archipelagic Nation Awareness Month 2025, also known as Manamo 2025.
DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
In other news stories, Philippine Ambassador to Nigeria, Mersol J. Melihor, recently presented his credentials to the President of the Togolese Republic, Jean-Lucien Savy-de-Tove, at the new presidential palace in the country's capital, Lome. The presentation of his credentials comes at a particularly significant time as the Philippines and Togo observe the 25th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations in August this year, and following the signing of a landmark Memorandum of Understanding on the establishment of political consultations by Philippine Foreign Affairs Secretary Maria Teresa P. Lazaro and her Togolese counterpart, Professor Robert Dossi, during their bilateral meeting at the sidelines of the 80th UN high-level meetings in New York last month. Ambassador Melihor conveyed his appreciation to the President for the opportunity to present his credentials as the Philippine ambassador to the Togolese Republic. He congratulated the President on his assumption of the country's top position following Togo's successful transition to a parliamentary republic in May 2025. He also mentioned that the Philippines intends to re-establish the Philippine Honorary Consulate in the capital to help promote Philippine-Togo economic and cultural relations, provide basic consular services, and directly attend to the emergency needs of the Filipino community in the absence of a resident Philippine mission in the country.
DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
And finally, Philippine Permanent Representative of the Permanent Mission of the Philippines to the United Nations, Ambassador Enrique A. Manalo, formally assumed his role as the chair of the 6th Committee Legal of the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly, one of the main committees of the United Nations dealing with legal questions and the codification and progressive development of international law. Ambassador Manalo expressed his gratitude to member states for their confidence in electing him as chair. The Philippines' chairpersonship of the legal committee takes place as the Charter of the United Nations marks its 80th anniversary. Ambassador Manalo emphasized that the 6 committees' work takes place at a crucial time for multilateralism, with international law under strain amid global challenges. During the opening session, the committee adopted its program of work for the session, which includes 34 agenda items, and established 3 working groups on the responsibility of states for internationally wrongful acts, measures to eliminate international terrorism, and protection of persons in the event of disasters, or PPED.
DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
And that concludes today's edition of DFA Online for Radyo Pilipinas World Service. This has been Steph Vicente. Good day and stay safe, everyone.
DFA Online. News and events from different Philippine embassies and consulates around the world. DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.